All right, folks. So I'm back. First of all, I just wanted to give a small indication, like since this is a webinar, so I have muted most of the people. So I want, if anyone has some doubt or a question, kindly enter it in the question section on the right hand side of the window. So I'll let my colleague Ritesh start with the webinar. He'll take us to some good features of the service module of CRM. Uh, Ritesh, can you please start with it?
Yes. Hello everyone. This is Ritesh, and I'll be speaking on the service management part in Microsoft CRM. We can manage our customer the service tasks from one place by using the service management page in Microsoft Dynamics CRM. And the agenda for today is setting up a support queue, parent-child key settings, routing rules, service level agreements, and entitlement. Queues. Queues can be useful in track items, business process, having a centralized list of pending work that need attention, sorting tasks by type or by people assigned to complete them. To categorize and prioritize your activities and cases, we can also categorize based on different products or services like level 1 or level 2, different subscription levels like a regular or premium customer. This is when service level agreements are being signed, and various other activity categories, and also different geographical locations. Like for example, we are in India, but we might have an office in US, so we can create different queue for that office. Second part is parent and child keys. You can manage multiple cases more efficiently if you use parent and child cases in Microsoft Dynamics CRM. When you need to track a case where work needs to be done by other departments, or when you need to track the same issue for multiple customers, you can open a primary case called the parent case, and then create secondary cases called child cases. This helps in saving time, and more resources can be allotted for this. Similarly, you can create parent and child cases when multiple customers call in about the same issue. For example, a network outage. Instead of creating a new case for each customer, you can create a parent case to track the main network outage with the internet service provider, and then create child cases when customers call in about the case. So we can have two settings here. We can close all child cases when one parent case is closed, and also second one is we can don't allow parent case closure until all child cases are closed. Routing rule set. Using the routing rules, we can automatically route the cases to the right people. We can use routing rules that are escalated to specific queues. Okay, I'll just give you a demo about all the three things I've just discussed. The first one is queues. Okay, we have created here two queues. One is support and support with L1, and the incoming email ID for this is support at Parature trial at onmicrosoft.com. So customers having any issue can directly shoot an email to support at Parature trial at onmicrosoft.com. So what happens when they send all their queries? These are all routed to a centralized queue. So I'll just open the support queue and check if there are any issues that can be routed. So there are already two test messages here. We'll just wait for some time. Okay, the name of the queue is support and the type is called public. Public means it's visible for everyone in the organization. And there's another thing also called private queue, but this is only for a limited number of people. Okay, and the description I've just mentioned here is this is a queue for all support issues. So this is basically the primary queue for all our issues. Okay, just refresh the page to check if we have some any issues here.
Yeah, Ritesh. Actually, I think this is a very good feature so that whenever a case has to be created for from a customer, so we don't have to remember email ID of each and every customers, each and every support person. Directly, you can send the mail to support@paraturetrial.onmicrosoft.com and it comes into the queue and it can be created a case from here. So right now, we have two cases over here. That is test message. So can you just tell us like how can we create a case from this messages?
Yes, Vivek, thank you very much. I'll just help you. We'll just open the test message here. Okay, and go to an option called convert and go to case. We can select a customer here, let's say ADX Studio Incorporated, and the subject by default is a default subject because we don't want to change the subject. And then we can convert this email into a case and it's assigned to you. So once the case has been assigned, it will come out from that queue and it will go to the CRM inbox of the developer. So he can start working on it. So this is a primary example of a queue and how cases can be created and assigned to a person. Say, all right, and now we'll go to the next part that is called automatic routing. Yeah, this is for this helps us to route cases directly to the person which are like which need a high priority or needs to be worked on it immediately. So we have created here a rule set here. Okay, this is for a high priority case and all issues with high priority will be automatically assigned to a developer called S. Mahato.
All right. So, Ritesh, I guess we can create any kind of rule over here, right? Like over here, we have created rule for high priority case. So in other cases, we can create other filters as well, right? On this routing rules.
Yes, we can create another, but mostly rules are set for high priorities and not for normal cases because high priority cases or urgent cases issues need to be looked at ASAP because most of the customers have signed some kind of service level agreement and they need to be acted fast. Okay, so I'll just show you an example. I'll just create a case, a high priority case. Okay, and the case title is network down. I'll just select any random customer. It's Adventure Works. Okay, I'll save this ticket. I'll write a brief description here which says the network is down since 7 o'clock in the morning. Please look into this. Okay. On the top right, the owner right now is Mr. Vivek Shah. After some time, when we apply the routing rule, it will go to S. Mahato. Okay, while it's being populated, as we see, it's now assigned to S. Mahato and S. Subhash Mahato, that's his full name, and he will start working on it and reply to the customer via email. All right, so we'll go to the third part now, which says about the parent and child case settings. Once again, I'll go to the settings bar, click on service management, and come to the parent and child settings here. So when we are going to choose a parent and child case setting, there are some hierarchies, like some features that have to be taken from parents. So right now, I'll just select the four ones. These are case titles, subject, description, and customer. And I've selected the a closure preference which says close all child cases when parent is closed. Okay, this gives me the leverage not to close all child cases. Once the parent case is closed, automatically all child cases are closed, and this saves our time and resources can be allocated to some other issues as well. I'll just click on OK and go to the cases. See, we have already created something called CRM environment now as in parent case. Okay. Okay. This we have already created, and the custom is called Blue Yonder Airlines, and this ticket was generated by the company CEO Sydney Higa. Okay, and the description is there's some issue in Microsoft data center resulting in CRM environment down. Okay, so as we go scroll down, we click on case relationships, and this shows that there are 3 child cases already created at the right hand bottom right side. Okay, so once this issue is resolved, all these child cases will automatically close. The status right now is active. I'll just go and resolve it. The parent case. Issue has been fixed by Microsoft. I'll quickly go and save, and as you see at the bottom right here, the status is resolved. So all child cases have been automatically closed because of the settings we have set earlier. Okay, now I'll just go to the next part, that is service level agreement. This is a very important part in service management. It defines the level of service or support that your organization agrees to offer to a customer by using service level agreement in Microsoft Dynamics CRM. Key performance indicator, popularly known as KPIs, help us to get timely warning on our team's issues while providing support. Success criteria can be configured here using for SLAs. We can associate an SLA with an entitlement. So when an entitlement is added to a case, the associated SLA is also applied. Entitlement, what is entitlement? This actually gives us what kind of support the customer is looking for. With entitlement, we can specify the support term based on number of hours or number of cases. The customer support level can vary based on the product or services that the customer has purchased. I mean, what service level agreement he has purchased with us. That's the thing. Customers who are purchasing different products are entitled to different support levels. Okay, I'll just give a brief demo about this. Once again, I'll go to the settings part, click on service management, and then click on service level agreements. Okay, we have created one for SLA1, and the name is given as SLA1 just for example purpose. Okay, and it's applicable from the time it's created. Like when the case is assigned to a developer, the SLA is from that time onward. The business hours, we have not mentioned anything because we are a 24/7 support. SLA type means it's enhanced, means we can stop it if we are working on it. Okay, and I've created the details here. The first one is the KPI is a response time. Okay, we have named it as response, and in the success criteria is like we have selected case. First response time equals yes. Like when the case is assigned to the customer developer, he will just send a response that we are working on your ticket. And the failure is time is 15 minutes and the warning time is 5 minutes. And this part for resolution, for example, this it has been named as resolved. And once again, the success criteria is case status equals resolved. Once again, the failure time is 15 minutes and the warning time has been kept as 5 minutes. Okay. Okay, I'll just give a demo about this and also the entitlement part. Okay. Okay, I'll just create a case for example, and that case title is error message. The subject, we can leave it blank. Customer is A Datum Corporation, the very first one. Okay, and the origin is email. And entitlement is entitlement by case. Description, I'm getting an error message, access denied. Request you to look into this. Okay, and I'll just save this. Okay, if you see the entitlement case in right now is 99. Okay, and when I click on the enhance SLA details on the left hand side, the first response is there's a timer going on there. So as we have set for 15 minutes thing, that's all, both are like in a synchronized kind of thing. So I'll just go to additional details and click on the first KPI, that is yes, and then click on resolve case, which is for the second KPI. And there's no billable time here, so I'll just click on resolve. Okay, and I'll just save it.
All right, Ritesh. So it was a wonderful webinar been given by you. We got a good understanding about the features of our support module by CRM. So it was a good thing like understanding the SLAs, entitlements, and which is very much useful nowadays. Okay. So I'll be continuing this webinar with a new feature or a new tool by Microsoft, that is Parature. So basically everyone is curious nowadays, like what is Parature? Parature is well known nowadays. So Parature is a cloud-based solution that creates an amazing customer experience through a combination of three main components, that is knowledge management, self-service, and multi-channel interactions. So now everyone would ask that what are these basic steps, that is knowledge management, service portals, and multi-channel engagement. I would say these are the three building blocks of Parature. I would explain you all like what is this, what is knowledge management. Okay, so coming to the knowledge management is like knowledge articles which are useful for the service representatives, and uh, they can directly resolve the query of a customer by looking into this knowledge base articles. They do not have to create a ticket for that. All right. Next is service self-service portals. Parature by default gives a self-service portal which is useful which can be used 24 by 7 by the customers to get their queries solved. And in case particular query has been not solved, they can definitely raise a ticket directly from the portal itself. And last one is consistent engagement across channels. So why this is useful? So everyone nowadays knows that everyone is socially so much active that everyone will have a Facebook app, Twitter app, YouTube app on their smartphone itself. So what Parature does is Parature provides a direct ability to create tickets or access the knowledge base from the Facebook, Twitter, YouTube. All right. I'm going to give a demo about this in my webinar. So coming to the benefits of Parature. Why now I have given you all a brief introduction about Parature. So why Parature? So service module is very important from business point of view, from the businessman's point of view, as well as the customer's point of view. If you do not provide a proper service, the customer will be moving on to the different company. We all know that. Okay. Now from business point of view, it provides a support person to give an organized access to the knowledge, and he can solve the query on the spot. All right. Next is proactively reduce support volume on high cost channels. Since Parature provides us self-service portals, which are available 24 by 7, so the user can log in into that portal and get its query solved. And the last one is single solution to manage all the channels. We don't have to pay to each and every solution to get the queries, to get the tickets from Facebook, YouTube, Twitter. It's a single solution. All right. Now coming to the how customer is benefited from this points. That is, he will get the real-time consistent information across channels. Next is service portal. As I said, he can log in 24/7, and that is real time. And last one is convenience of using the channel of his own choice. You don't have to log in. Yeah. Now I have already given some introduction about Parature and CRM. Now we come down to the setting up the connection between CRM and Parature. So how this is done? This is basically on a high level divided into two steps. That is configuration at the Parature end, and other is configuration at the CRM end. So I'll just show you all how we can do the connections. All right. So just let me tell you, Parature is available under portal.office.com, similar to CRM. I'm just showing you all how it is. When you log in into your
Muted. Unmuted.
Yeah, when you log in into your portal.office.com, you can see over here there's a Parature tab over here when a license has been assigned to you. So when you click on this, it will take you to the Parature window. This is how the UI of Parature looks. All right, you can set up the connection with CRM under department. There's a setting called course setting. Over here, you have to add the URL of your CRM to the allowed URLs. All right. So I have already added my URL, that is paraturetrial.crm5.dynamics.com. So my connection from Parature is been done. Now I need to set up the connection from my CRM. So what I'll do is I'll go to my CRM. Yeah, there's a set tab called service management under settings. I'll click on that. It will take me to a new tab called setup knowledge base management. When I click on this, a window pops up which tells me, okay, I want to enable my knowledge base articles for which all entities. So I can select any entity over here. I have selected account over here, and by default, the case is already been selected cause support person already has access to this case and he has to have the access to the knowledge base as well. So over here, when I add my URL in my Parature instance, so this automatically comes up Parature instance, and this is a Parature URL I have to provide over here. Now this is my account ID and department ID. Now everyone would wonder like what are these IDs? So you all can get these IDs from Parature UI. So when you click over here, there's a tab called System Overview. So over here you all can see what is account ID and what is department ID. Now, why do we require department ID? Department ID is basically for Parature to know which organization is connected to it. Cause the same Parature instance can be used by multiple CRM organizations for as a knowledge base. All right. Okay. So this is where you all enter the information required for setting up the connection. And this is my support portal URL, which can also be available from your Parature UI. When you click on the support, my portal, you all will be taken to this window, and this is the URL, which is support portal URL, which is also your self-service portal, which is being provided by Parature. So I add this information over here, click next over here and finish. And we are done with the connection. This is so easy to connect Parature and CRM. This is like a configuration we used to do in our 90s for setting up some program. All right. So we are done with the connection. Now we are ready to use the knowledge base articles in my CRM. So I will just show you all how I can add articles in my Parature. Also, one more thing. For the detailed information of how we set up the connection between CRM and Parature, there's already a blog written on cloudfronts.com that is integrating Parature knowledge base with dynamic CRM. We can definitely have a look at this if we want to have a detailed knowledge about this. Now we come down to adding knowledge base articles in Parature. So basically there are three steps for adding a knowledge base article and getting it available on the self-service portal as well as in CRM. How do it works is support person creates an article in Parature. He can create an article from here, that is knowledge base. When he clicks over here, he will be taken to the new tab, and over here you all can see on the upper left hand side there's a button called new article. When I click on that, a form will be coming up which will ask me basic questions about the article, like what is the question. So I can add it over here like uh, why my keyboard is not working, and the answer also can be provided like can you reboot the system and verify. All right, so this is my article. I want to publish it in my knowledge base database. All right, so what I'll do is I can also add keywords over here which can be used to identify this article. These are the folders in which I want to add this article. So currently I'm choosing glossary, and these are the permissions I have to select over here. So I'm selecting premium, and this setting allows, enables or disables search of this article on the portal. So if I do not select this, it won't be searchable on the portal. Now, this is views and ratings of the article which we can enable. We can also set the expiration date for the article, and I save this article over here. So when I save this article, it goes into the draft state. Let me show you all. One draft will be created over here. See, you all can see this. There's one number of draft article over here. When I click on this, why my keyboard is not working comes up. I open this article, send it for review. You all can see this button over here that is sent for review. When I click on this, it will be sent for review to the administrator of the knowledge base. Now over here it comes in review 1. So publishing a particular article in knowledge base, the person should have the role of knowledge base administrator for publishing. So when the administrator comes up, he'll get to know that in review there's one article. When he clicks on this, and this is done. Now my article has been published in my knowledge base. So now I can use this article in my CRM as well as in my portal. How these articles are being used, I'll show you all. I'll give you a demo. When I go to service and my cases, since I have enabled my knowledge base for cases, I can give you all an example over here. You all can see a section over here called KB records. This is knowledge base records of Parature. Initially, before Spring Update, there was no such section as KB records. This has been introduced in Spring Update. So laptop, I enter a case, laptop not working. And all my related articles will be coming up. Like why my laptop is not working is already an article in knowledge base. So over here, customer would have an authority to send this link of this article directly to the customer. All right. So this is how the knowledge base articles works. Okay. Does anyone have any question? If anyone has any question, you all can type in the lower right corner. Okay, I'm moving ahead with demo of multi-channel interactions, like how we can create tickets from Facebook and chat from Facebook. So Parature has given this wonderful feature of integration with social channels. So for detailed instructions like how we can set up the social media for Parature, there's a blog written on cloudfriends.com that is set up social media for Microsoft Parature. I'll be demoing you all the feature, how that feature works. If anyone wants to know about this, how the setting is done, they can definitely visit this blog. All right. So I come down to my Facebook. There's a page called, we can have any page which can be linked to our Parature. So currently there's a page called Vivek_Parature which has been linked with my Parature. All right. So when I come to this page, I get application over here that is support from Parature. So when I click on this, it takes me to the application page where I can browse through the multiple knowledge bases. That is, this is my knowledge base articles, like what is Parature, why my laptop is not working. And over here, you all can see that this is popular answer, like by views. How many views are there for this article? And even recently updated answers can be added over here. This is sorting by recently updated answers. So if a client comes over here and he searches for the articles, if suppose he does not get his query solved, then he can definitely raise a new ticket over here. So he can come over here. This entire thing entire thing is customizable. Like if you want to change the text of FAQs, you can definitely change it. If you want to change the text of the summary details, you can do it. So I'm adding a ticket over here. Why my OS is crashing? My OS is getting hanged. I am not able to work. So this is how he can also set the priorities over here. He can add as many number of attributes over here. We can add it. The Parature provides us with this feature. All right. Here, user has to provide some information. Like I'm adding Jon Snow. jsnow @someone.com. So basically, this is how username and email are the fields using which Parature identifies a particular person. So when you submit on this button, a ticket will be created in Parature with this, that my OS is getting crashed. Okay, so your ticket has been submitted. We can go to Parature and have a look at that, whether that ticket has come up or not. All right, so you all can see that there are new 2 tickets been created. All right, and this the latest ticket is coming from Jon Snow. That is why my OS is crashing. All right, so this is how the social channel works for Parature. Does anyone have any question? They can definitely type in. All right, going ahead with demo of how the chat part of the Parature works. So you all can see I have enabled my chat for Facebook. So I'm able to see a button over here that is chat with a live agent. So when I click on that, all right, my session has been expired. Let me log in again. And here I come, support. All right. So when I click on chat with the live agent, I'll be taken to the service portal of Parature where I need to sign in to chat. So this is basically how service portal looks like. This is default service portal. We can definitely customize this. I have basically used the default. All right. So I'm logging in into a particular customer's ID. Okay. So all right. So for a person to be able to chat with the representative should be in the available mode. He should not be offline. If he's offline, there's no one to handle the chat of the customer. So the if I'll change this to available assign so that whenever a chat comes, I'll be notified. All right. So I have already logged in over here. Now I click on chat. So a new window pops up for chat. Okay. So it will, while this loading is done, it will first check whether any representative is available online. So now a representative, we have already set the representative as online, so it has allowed us to chat. Or else it would have given us a message that there is no representative online. So I'll send a message, hi. So this is how it looks to the customer. The name of the customer is John Smith, and this is how it looks to the representative. You all can see that a notification has come, that a new chat has come. So the person has to go to the chat representative and he can select the chat from here, like a new chat has come from John Smith. So he'll click on that and the chat has been started. Okay, so you can see that John Smith has typed hello over here. So I'll just show you all with two windows over here. Vivek Shah, hello John, how can I help you? So you all can see that the chat has been come from Vivek Shah. Hello John, how can I help you? If suppose John says that my laptop is not working, help me SAP. All right. So you all can see that my laptop is not working. Help. So now the representative knows that there's already a knowledge base article on that. So what you all can do is the representative clicks on this fast forward button. A window pops up to browse through the various articles that have been added in the knowledge base. So now I know that this is my article. So what I can do is either I can send the link of this article to the customer or I can directly paste the answer. So I'm inserting the answer over here. So answer for that was kindly check the cable connections. And now I'm sending it. So now the customer is also happy that so fast the Vivek Shah has replied to me with the answer. And then he can go and end the chat. Or if he has any questions, he can chat in over here. All right. So I'm ending this chat. He can also get a script of this chat at his registered email ID. All right, so this is how it works. Okay. All right, so basically I have me and my colleague Ritesh over here explained about some cool features about support module, and I added some new features about Parature. So I would like to thank all of y'all for being a part of this webinar. And there are certain upcoming webinars from CloudFront, that is enhancing productivity with CRM for Outlook and CRM for phones. And on 3rd September, there's sales productivity using CRM, Microsoft CRM Online and Office 365. I would request each and everyone over here to kindly attend this webinars because it will be very much useful. And you all can also contact us on this IDs. All right.
Muted. Unmuted.
Also, the link for this video will be posted on our website. All right. Thank you, guys. Anyone has any questions? Now then we'll be ending the session. Thank you. Thank you, everyone.